Hi guys, I'm Mom Bear to Many. I am mom to 15, and on today's journey we are going to go to Boston Commons and the public gardens so we can go see the swan boats and the gardens and all the fun statues and everything. So I hope you come along. So parking was a little bit tricky. I had to go around the block 3 times, but we finally got there and we got out. This was the first statue that we went to here, and the parking is all underground. This is the Sailors and Soldiers statue. It's kind of up on the hill a little bit and has a beautiful view of the city. Azariah loved being outside, so yeah. Didn't want to read this out loud because many of you have commented on how I read on camera, so I am not going to read it. Azariah was enjoying his day though. We just had a lovely stroll. We put him on this little frog. They had these little frog statues, and I was like, let's take some pictures with Azariah on the frog. He could have cared less, but he got different tactile experiences because he likes to touch different things. So it's good for him to touch different things that are fluffy or smooth. He's actually wide awake, but he closed his eyes. And so there's so many vendors and different things. We just wanted to hit as many statues as we could. You can go over here, Azariah, look. Yeah. So this next statue was really interesting. The story behind it is very interesting, and I think we're going to read up more on this. It's basically about the civil rights movement and the grouping together or coming together to embrace each other. So it's called The Embrace, and yeah, it's really neat. Look at it. It's the detail in the fingers is just incredible. Look, you can see the ring on the finger, the wrinkles in the knuckles. See how detailed that is? It's just amazing that they can get so much detail out of that. And then we just saw a bunch of other statues of different people, and some people I didn't even know. So I wrote down a list of names that I want to bring with the kids. One thing I love about Boston is that there are so many different people and it's so culturally diverse. And so it's really amazing. I actually checked ahead of time to make sure there wasn't going to be protests here because I did not want to be in the middle of a protest, no matter what side I take. Not my idea of fun. So they've been protesting off and on over by the state Capitol, and that is this building here. So yeah, and no protests today, just a bunch of friendly people, not overly friendly people, just people doing their thing, going out on a nice Sunday afternoon. We were just able to look at all the monuments, and I'm gonna write some of those down so we can look up some different people and things. I think that you can go around the longer side, but right here it is not handicap accessible. So my daughters were just below at the bottom of the stairs, so I could come up here further and get a bit better picture of the State House here. I know they do tours, but I doubted that they were open on a Sunday, which it might be interesting to do at some point. Hi guys, you know where I'm at? We're in Boston Commons right now. We're going to go over to the other side, which is Boston Gardens. So I hope you join us. Look at all the pretty roses. Can you smell the roses, Azariah? See? I like the red ones. That cool tree. Azariah, you might be missing out. It's a nice day. I know it's nice and cozy to sleep outside. Okay, let's see. I see a big flagpole coming up. Let's go see that. Very peaceful here. People are just feeding or they're not feeding the ducks. They're looking at the ducks. You do not feed the ducks. Looking at the ducks, taking pictures of the ducks, riding and looking on the swan boats. I decided later that we'd go on. Lots of peaceful pathways that you can just stroll along. There's also people that are jogging and doing their own thing, and lots of seating. So if you want to sit down and take a rest or just enjoy the view or have a picnic, we ended up just eating on one of the benches later on in this day. But he loves being outside. He likes to like hold his hand whenever he goes to sleep. He likes to hold his hands there over on the side, just cozied in. At home, he actually, last night, he had his hand like over the edge. It was so cute, cozy in. So here we were sitting for a minute, and it's actually really pretty here. So we went from the other side, which is like the Boston Commons. We parked at like Boston Commons like garage, which is tricky in and of itself, guys. I had to go around the block a couple times to get in the garage because I didn't realize that I was going to need to be in the lane in order to get into the garage. So went around once, then went around another time, and we made it. I know we found it's hard to find a parking space that will actually park where we can put the stroller in between that and another vehicle, because we need to get the oxygen out, his feeding stuff out, and everything out. So I really need to pull the stroller next to the van, and so yeah, it makes it quite challenging. I just put in to get a handicap placard. I felt kind of silly, and she's like, no, you need that, because if I can't pull the stroller up next to, then we either need to pass the baby over the other side and all his equipment over to the other side, or we need to pass it through the back. Thankfully, we've only had to pass it to the other side of the van, which is helpful versus the back. But it can be really challenging because if there's not enough space in between the stroller and the other vehicle, then I'm like trying so hard, like I don't want to like scrape somebody else's car, right? But I have to get it over there because there's only so much length that I can put the oxygen and feeding equipment and stuff in. So we were able to find a space that I was able to pull in and have at least enough to get him out and maneuver things around slightly. So it worked. Anyhow, we are going to, so we went to the Boston Commons area because that's where we ended up coming up in, and I wanted to see the swan boats. When I was a little girl, my grandma actually took me to do the swan boats before there were these big swan boats. It was just like the tiny swan boats that you would go in, and so yeah, it was got to see the swan boats, and I think we're gonna walk across to the other side. It's getting busy here. Oh, there goes his feral bag. Wendell Phillips. Take you to see all the statues. You can see them coming up that way. Let's see. The trees are amazing, aren't they?
Did you notice the one up top here, the state building, the inside was all bricks?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Remember we were at the water park.
I think we're going to go to the end here and then cross over and then see about the swan boats. Well, you know, I thought it was. Azariah. so silly. What are we doing? Walking over here. What do you think, sir?
Yep.
You're missing out, Azariah. I know. You're not missing out because you're cozy. I see you.
Yeah, as long as it's just walking.
Look at those poofy flowers. Aren't those cool? Reminds me of Fort. Let's stand over there. We're switching oxygen tanks from the big one to the small one so that I can put it in my backpack so we can take him on the swan boats. So you can see like swan boat. Look. What do you think?
It's like, okay. It's like the
Not your favorite.
well, first comes to
You're on the boat? Oh my, puppy. We're on the front. It's nice and clear. See everything. Nice, that's a bit just Everyone's graduating. I was trying to get this on. We just went over this bridge, Azariah. Yeah. You were in your stroller. Now we're gonna go under it. Under the bridge.
Oh, duckling.
The ducklings are still there.
Ducklings. Under the bridge. Under the bridge, Azariah.
I was trying on the ride to actually get a picture of us with like the swan behind us, but I just couldn't do it. So we ended up taking a picture after with the swan like on the side of the road. And then next comes the Little Ducklings. Make Way for Little Ducklings is a book by Robert McCloskey, and they have the statues represented there in this garden. So fun.
Where's the goodies, guys? Where's the goodies? Is it over here? Oh my, she moved. So I know you guys got the goodies set up. It must be in this bag.
Oh my goodness, it's in the thing.
Don't go.
Get out. Yes, the squirrel went in the stroller.
It's probably a good idea to go. It knows you have to be somewhere. It's like, I saw you guys pull it from here. I'm not stupid.
Goodbye, squirrel.
Did you have a good day, Azariah? So we had a good day, huh, Azariah? Walking back to where we're staying. You trying to take those out of your nose? So overall, we had a really enjoyable day. I took some of the kids over to the Boston Commons, and it was just a nice day. It was pretty outside, wonderful walk. Yeah, it was lovely. I think that we might caution for those who drive big 15 passenger vans. I have no clue where I would park. I had the minivan because I just had some people, but I know some of the kids want to go back. We're probably going to have to do it in like sections of people going back, because I did not see, I saw some street parking, but yeah, I didn't see any open spaces. So I don't know how that would be on a regular basis. We could look around, but there's no way that our 15 passenger could fit down there. So we'll probably just rotate through if you were thinking about it in your large family. If you do know where parking is around that area, let me know. That would be great if we were able to bring our whole family at the same time. We can't fit, even if we drive 2 vehicles, we can't fit in 2 vehicles. We would actually need 3 vehicles. So the 15 passenger, if everyone's going, is a must. Anyhow, I know on some of the videos, some people have commented about, oh my goodness, that's so much work. I would just stay home. And I understand that. I think it's really important though to push your limits, to push yourself, and to push for like the better of what there is, right? So is Azariah gonna remember going to Boston Commons? No. He will feel the love, the outdoor air, touch different things, and that will help his brain development at this point. So I want to do that. I want to engage his brain in so many different things. he enjoys it. He loves being outside. He loves being in a stroller, actually. It's usually when you put him down into the stroller, as long as he's just been changed and there's nothing else going on, he usually like just gets his head in a little position and he like has this like contented, smiley type look, which is wonderful. I love that he loves that. So yeah, doing the hard things. I would do it all over again. I will take him, somebody said whatever about like the grocery store. I will take him to the grocery store and to activities outside and all the places. You can't keep your child in a box afraid that something might happen. Something could happen to any of our children on any given day. They could get hit by a car, they could get a disease, they could they could get cancer. Anything can happen at any moment. We can only protect our children to a certain extent. Be cautious, but if there's somebody sick that's like coughing, I'm obviously not going to be standing next to them. You need to be cautious, but really in reality, anything can happen at any time. So we don't need to stop living because of that. And then a word to other people who maybe don't feel well or whatever. Just keep your distance from people. Keep your distance. That's all people are asking. I think it's funny, just their perspective of other people. When we go out, we get some looks, and I am just so proud of my children who are so strong in realizing how precious life is, that it doesn't bother them, and they almost get frustrated that other people can't see life for the true value that it is. So that being said, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna go on another adventure today. I don't know where we're going yet. I think we're probably going hiking, and then we'll go to the beach tomorrow. I think that's a good plan. Or a playground today and a beach tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking of some outside activities. My brain's not working. Anyhow, I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.